Dwyane Wade was asked why the Bulls seem to be playing without pressure in the first 2 games against the Celtics. Check out his response.
You play the 82 games to learn a little bit about yourself. And, one thing I learned about this team is through adverse situations, this team stick together. And, we had adversity throughout this year, as every team have. And, that's the thing that's made us closer and stronger together. So, the credit for this team sticking together through injuries, through everything, to put ourselves in position to make the playoff, it goes to everyone from the coaching staff to the leaders, to the young guys. Everyone did it together. So when you win, when you come into the playoffs like this and you get wins, together, it feels good because no one gives you a chance. You know that your success comes by what you guys do together and what you guys believe as a group. And we all believe in each other, and that's led to us playing a lot better of late.
Tim, how can there be pressure when you're an 8 seed? I mean, an 8 seed is only beating the 1 seed just a couple of times. So there could be no pressure on Chicago.
Yeah, and they had to work just to get that 8 seed. It came down to the very last game for them to eke into the playoffs. But watching those 3 guys at the podium there, you know what I see?
What's that?
Men. Like guys that have been around the block. Guys that have had experience in big moments. You look at 2 other guys, they're NBA champions, Wade and Rondo. I think Jimmy Butler's a top 10 player in the NBA.
Okay.
So these aren't 20-something-year-old kids. These are guys that have been around the block, have played in big moments. And Dwyane Wade's spot on because you and I follow the Bulls very closely. Think about all the adversity. Rondo.
Benched.
Hoiberg.
Yep. Mirotic. Benched.
I mean, just like a roundabout way.
Trade away Taj and Doug McDermott.
Jerry Grant, back and forth. Yep. Denzel Valentine's playing. Bobby Portis.
Dwyane Wade, injured elbow.
Just so many different storylines this year, but they were able to overcome it. And now it seems like they went, oh, okay, all the garbage and everything. We're going to take the garbage out.
Yep.
And we're just going to play. And we're going to make good basketball plays. And they seem to do that this year when they were playing good teams. 6-2 against the Cavs, Warriors, and Spurs. So they easily can compete with the best, but they were just so erratic this year. But it just seemed like they put all their other things aside, and they're just balling.
And it just looks like they have a game plan on offense. You and I were watching the game, and I mentioned the way that they were moving the ball. It seems like guys were making cuts and doing things with a purpose. When I watched them before during the regular season, it seemed like so much ISO ball. Everybody jacking up shots, going solo, dolo. I'm just going to take shots and be a gun. But it seems like more team ball, more actual execution of sets when I watch them play.
Well, it gets back to those guys have been around the block. Like playoff basketball is different than regular season basketball. And I think that Wade and Rondo and Butler, they've been through the war. So they know how to get shots off. They know how to kind of stifle runs. And right now they're playing a Boston team that's looking for answers. Isaiah Thomas has been through a lot off the court, and we sympathize with him, and our hearts and prayers go out with him and his family right now. But his team, they can't feed off him. He's not giving the same energy. He's not getting the crowd involved. And I think Boston's a team that plays with a lot of emotion. Yep. He does. Marcus Smart does. Olynyk does. They like to get the crowd involved in the game. And so far, the Bulls, they won every single quarter in game number 2. Thought it was their best performance of the year.
2 down, 2 to go for the Bulls. Could they get a sweep in this series? Both 2 games are at home, next 2?
I know, and Boston has struggled there. Struggled mightily there. Wouldn't surprise me. After what I watched tonight in game 2, where the Celtics never were competitive in the fourth quarter, anything's possible.
We shall see if the Bulls can actually close it out in Chicago or if they will need to try to finish things off in Boston. 120 Sports. We have all your updates. We're always on demand.